What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Edgar Berlanga, Romel, Angulo. Get this: 10 rounds, unanimous decision for Edgar Berlanga. The scorecards were wide across. We had Berlanga throwing jabs all night long, using the ring, avoiding certain shots from Angulo. Angulo throwing more power shots, landing more power shots, pressing the action. Berlanga's face busted up in a mess. Angulo moving forward. Berlanga started complaining about elbows a couple times. He decides to put things into his own hands by biting Edgar Berlanga. Wow. And another thing you say wow on is the referee supposedly didn't see it. He turned a blind eye. He turned a blind eye to what was going on, because I know damn well he saw it where he was at. If we're looking at where he's at right now, you can see from the other angle that he can clearly see that this man snatched his head back due to a foul of some sort. And he ignored it. He pretended he didn't see it. Okay, and like I told my live stream, shout out to you guys. Had a great live stream, 30 minutes, great. Did the last round in there. I explained to you guys, we should stop acting like boxing is something from 1955 and we're having these bullshit rules that whatever a ref says goes. No. If you see something that happens, you should be able to dispute it just like any other sport, just like basketball, just like football. So if somebody's seen something and the video catches it, which it does, because they have multi-angled, highly sophisticated video technology in there. Okay, they can see whatever they need to see. Instant replays, the whole 9 yards, just like any other sport. And the tripped out thing about this fight was Edgar Berlanga is a guy, he relies on offense a lot. His defense is very shady. A guy with couple losses, Angulo, Colombian, not really marketable, veteran. He was just really paid, go in there to do what he does and take an L. Because he wasn't going to win this fight unless he knocked Berlanga out. He was the hometown guy. Berlanga only really used the jab a lot of this time. Damn near all of his punch stats were jabs. And then if that's the case, it's like, okay, well, damn. Berlanga, he held most of the fight. And then he was complaining about elbows. But here's the thing. When you wrap a guy up, when they're attacking you, and that's your go-to, because I see what Berlanga was doing. Berlanga just gets caught with the right uppercut on the inside, and then in turn he holds. He holds on for dear life. Is because a fighter that holds and he's getting hit, he has problems with defense. He has problems with his defense. His defense is terrible. So his defense is holding on. So when Angulo did get on the inside, he started rocking with a right hand. He either come over the top with it, chop with a left hook, go down to the body. But he had this nice right uppercut that he got in on Berlanga, and Berlanga would hold each and every time. Each and every time Angulo would open up, he would do the same shit. So what ultimately happened in round 7, he was complaining to the ref, and he said the ref wasn't doing anything. So he decides, I'll bite the motherfucker. So he bit Angulo, bro. He bit this dude. And the referee turned a blind eye. That's still bothering. Look, you have Red Cash, Danny Garcia. Mike Tyson started this shit. Right? And now we have Berlanga biting. And of course, you know where that comes from, right? Biting comes from frustration. He was frustrated for a lot of reasons. Frustrated because this guy, where I'm throwing my best shots, I'm landing some pretty decent shots, but this bastard is not going nowhere. He's hurting me to the body. He's hurting me with these right uppercuts, and I'm having problems dealing with that. Okay? I'm going to wrap him up, but he keeps hitting me. So guess what? I have to make a conversion. And what was that? Let me do something. Let's bite. But the fight ended up going to Edgar Berlanga, as you guys know. I think it was a robbery, but Angulo wasn't the guy that was paid to win. He was paid to lose. He was paid to have, because you had David Benavidez beat him. So this guy had a resume on him. He has experience. So they needed Berlanga in there with a guy like that. And the narrative is he has to be able to beat a guy like that in order to make bigger fights with other fighters. But those fights with the potential fights with other fighters is the reason why they gave it to him. That's because they're putting a lot of money into Berlanga, okay? Not Angulo. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of a bizarre night of boxing between Angulo and Berlanga. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!